Well, hello to you all. This is QVC. As if you didn't know, this is an idea of ideas, or an hour of ideas for fun and leisure. My name is Steve Colantuno, and before we get started into business tonight, we've got a really special surprise and an absolutely wonderful treat for you. QVC is very proud and pleased to be able to present to you tonight some seasonal music by the Chancel Ringers of Westchester, Pennsylvania. So without any further ado, let's take a look and give a listen to the Chancel Ringers. Ladies, I have to tell you, I am unbelievably impressed. I was expecting to hear something that sounded like a child's piano, but you go way, way beyond that. That is fantastic. I'd like to introduce Miss Chris McGuckin. Am I correct on that? Mrs., excuse me, Mrs. Chris McGuckin. And Chris, you are the directress of this organization?
Yes, I am. We are also members of a larger bell choir called the Chancel Ringers, and we ring 5 full octaves with the big group.
Absolutely
and
amazing.
2 octaves with this group.
Would you please introduce your group to us?
This is Pam Ring.
Hello, Pam.
We picked her because of her name. Peg Stewart.
Peg.
And Jane Waddington.
Hello, Jane. You guys are absolutely amazing. Now, a couple of quick questions. Number one, I noticed that you use 2 bells at once.
Right.
How do you keep from ringing both at one time?
Well, what we do is we turn our bells in such a way that the clapper on one bell faces this direction, the clapper on the other bell faces this direction.
Sneaky.
So we ring this way for that bell and that way for the other bell.
So there's a trick to it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So obviously it's the way you load up the bells in your hands are the
Exactly.
same way too.
Exactly.
Now I noticed that you tap the bells to your chest or to your shoulders.
Yes, that's our dampening technique, and that's, if we didn't do that, it would sound like a piano with the pedal held down all the time. It would just be very blurry.
Oh, okay.
It's a little difficult, particularly for the larger bells, to get them turned around, so we sort of twist a little bit. Gives it a little character.
Do you ever use more than 1 bell, or 2 bells rather?
Well, as a matter of fact, in this next piece, I use 3 bells in my right hand, and we can't trust just picking them up and hoping they'll stay in my hand, so what we do is we thread them through this way, and then we take the little guy and stick it in the middle, and there we have 3 bells. Now these 2 bells are ringing in the same direction, so it's sort of like steering a sled. You have to kind of lean on the one you want to play. And then the middle one rings that way.
Absolutely amazing. Well, again, I'm very impressed, and I'm sure the folks are at home too. I won't give up any secrets here, but we're waiting with bated breath to hear what the next one's going to be.
Okay, our next one is Angels We Have Heard on High.
Well, ladies, again, I am tremendously impressed, as everyone here is, and I'm sure everyone at home. I want to thank you very much and wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for being with us.
Bye-bye.
That is absolutely